recording. Okay. And Mr. Smuts is joining, and Tully is joining. Okay. So everybody's almost in. Um, and then we can roll. Hi, Mr. Smuts, I am here. Everybody. Basically, tutors is who are we waiting on still? Zoe, I think. Grace, Morris, Smuts, Tully, Lisa. No connection. I'm here. Oh, there you are. You're back. Who are we waiting on still? Freddie and what's her name? Zoe Davids. So yeah. Jaleesa, you would like to say something?
No, sir. I was just saying that my speakers give me problems, so I just logged in
Okay.
again now.
But you guys can hear me clear enough and whatever?
Yes, we can.
Okay,
Yes,
cool.
on my side. Afternoon, Richard. Mr. Smuts.
Just waiting on Richard to speak. Your mute button, sir. Check it out. We can't hear you, Mr. Smuts. Yes, I can hear you, Grace, Zoe, and Tando. Okay, we're waiting on those two. All right. Anyway, students, I don't know if Mr. Smuts is trying to. His mic is on, but I don't know if he's trying to speak. Anyway, let me share my screen quickly if everybody can see it. The whole screen, the entire screen, and I just want to show. Okay, you can see that's the link. I just want to go through the agenda with everybody, if everybody's okay with it. So, tutors, will you introduce yourself? I think I did in the email and everything. So basically, I just want to run through this overview, and when we start, can we start on Wednesday, tutors? That is the main thing. Remember, this is a once-off class. All tutorials are on a Friday. Now, the next thing is, can we shift our Friday class early, or is everybody happy with 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock? That's the question that I basically asking. Speak, guys. Don't be shy. Hello? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you, sir, but I'm not sure about your tutors.
Oh, okay. The mute buttons, guys. The mute buttons. The mute buttons. No, I'm just asking, is everybody happy with Fridays, 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock? Yes, no?
Okay. They just said yes in the chat boxes, so I don't know if their mics probably have a problem or they can't
Ah,
speak over the mic yet.
okay, ma'am. I see Tina Tony said it's fine on a Friday. Okay, so that is sorted. Just a Wednesday class is because on Friday past it was a whole confusion. And some second year students, I think, were still on training, on tutorial training, on tutor training. So that's why we cancelled or postponed Friday past. Pardon, and I just shifted for this Wednesday. But our tutorials are normally on a Friday, so everybody's happy with that. Okay. The next thing, obviously, the unit one, the emails are sent out already, the schedules, what we're going to cover. teachers and emails. Oh yes, that's the other thing. Remind me. I want to show you my blackboard. Shall I say our blackboard's the full-time lecturers blackboard. Yeah, the most important thing here, I think, is question 4. The tutors, the planning. Ms. Morris, we have 4 tutors and we got 12 groups. So how are we going to do this? One tutor that handles 3 groups, or all 4 tutors, whoever is available on Friday between 1 and 3, and they handle all the students. I'm talking Wellington, part-time and full-time.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Okay, Mr. Pretorius. Just give me
Yes.
1 second. I just need to get some water. Hold on.
Okay, now get some water. I also got my throat.
Okay. So it's fine. Thanks. So since we only have 4 tutors and the 12 groups, I'll table it to the lecturers and now also to the tutors. It's either that while we're still online, is that we have one whole session with full-time, part-time, not full-time and ECP and Wellington all together in one session. And then my suggestion is that we have a separate session for the part-time group. Maybe have it on a Saturday instead of a Friday, because then on Fridays they'll still be at work.
No, that is perfect. See, that is where the clarity comes in. So we have a part-time on Saturdays, and we have our Wellingtons and our full-times on a Friday. I'm happy with that.
Okay. So it's either, I'll check, let me just open up the, what do you call it, the calendar.
Want to share screen? I don't know. Okay, can you share your screen?
It's fine. It's just, I just need to open up, excuse me, please excuse the hiccups in the background.
That's fine. Me too. Don't worry, Ms. Morris. My throat is sore from today too, so it's...
Yes, so on Saturdays, the financial accounting tutorial is at 1, and then I see now they've also now booked at 11, sorry. Finance is at 11, and then stats is at 1.
Yeah.
1 to 3 on a Saturday. So it's either that the part-time tutorial then starts at 9 till 11.
Okay.
Because now anytime after say after 3 o'clock on a Saturday is a bit late. So it's either we start early at 9 till 11.
Yeah. So 9-11 sounds very good for Saturday mornings. For PTs.
Yes, for part-time.
That is fine, Ms. Morris. So what I mean, if in terms of tutor numbers now, do you need one tutor there, or are we gonna whoever is available?
That's the thing. For me, it is more based on the availability, but it would be better to have 2 tutors, because if one's network goes down, there's someone else available.
The other one. There we go.
Yes,
We
don't
got
have to continue to reschedule. So my suggestion rather is, even though there's only 4 tutors, 1 week a certain 2 can work on for full-time, part-time in Wellington. And in that Saturday we have the other 2. Then we can either do it every week, or we can just it for a month. And the tutors will come and feel about it.
So they can switch and alternate in between.
Yes.
That is fine, Ms. Morris.
One Saturday you on, but let them tutors. Sorry, you need to speak to me and let me know how you feel about it. Please do put switch on your mic so that we can talk and tell us how do you feel about the Saturdays. Is it during the Saturdays? What do you call it? Alternating between who does Saturdays. Is that fine? So Tina, Grace, that's between the 2 of you. I see Miss Davids is busy joining.
Okay. Now I'm just going back to my screen here. And I'm seeing who's joining.
Hi.
Oh, so is it
Hi.
you?
I think I'm agreeing with what Miss Morris is saying.
No, that is
You can
fine. Speak,
alternate
student,
between
speak.
Friday and Saturday. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Yes,
hear
we
you,
can hear you.
student.
Yes, I was saying I think we can alternate between Fridays and Saturday in a group of
Okay.
twos. Yes, but
Okay.
this Wednesday we can all join the session together.
That is
Okay.
perfect on my side, student.
Okay,
Miss
that's
Morris?
fine. Yes,
Okay.
that's fine on my
No,
side.
no, no. I'm asking if are you happy with that? I mean,
No, I'm happy. Because
okay.
sorry, at the end of the day, it's also about what fits them, so that we don't
That's what I'm
have.
saying.
Yeah, sorry.
I hear you.
I'm sorry. I'm looking.
Because I
Excuse
think
me.
that is
Wait.
basically the crux of the meeting. It's just to how and where and when and all that, if you know what I mean. Right? That is al
Yes.
wat ek wil geweet het was Morris op my kant. You know what I mean?
No, it's fine. I fully understand, sir. It's not a problem.
Okay. Hi Zoe, welcome as David. Basically, we're just discussing who's gonna do Fridays, who's gonna do Saturdays. You guys can work it out. So part-timers on a Saturday from 9 to 11. And our full-times and Wellingtons are on a Friday afternoon from 1 to 3. And the tutors must just decide whose two is going to be on and who's going to, alternate the shifts. But this Wednesday, everybody can join in as a welcome. No problem.
Guys,
Let your
can you
sister
hear
from.
me?
Ah, there we go. Is that Mr. Smarts?
Yeah, I had to use my laptop. My desktop wasn't working. I don't know why.
Welcome,
Anyway,
David.
how are you, Mel?
I'm good. Thanks and yourself, sir.
I'm all right. Thanks for asking.
No,
Sorry,
that,
because I was wondering
Got
what's going
a
on.
question.
Yes.
Is everybody now trained? So we've got the four that's trained.
That's what I need to get feedback from them, because as far as I know, Miss David, no, she here. You're done with your training, right? Tina, you're also done with your training?
Yes, I'm done with my training.
Okay, Grace.
No, I just received the link. I'm starting tomorrow.
Okay, so you'll be done by Wednesday's your last session. So you
Wednesday.
won't be available on Wednesday. So you'll finish your training
Yes,
on Wednesday, right? Yep. So then we
yes.
all set, Richard.
no, that is perfect. That is perfect. So, oh yes, just before we I would like to just show you, Ms. Modesty, that's the question I actually wanted to ask you. How are
Yes.
the tutors, do we need to give them a password for our Blackboard, or will they have their own Blackboards again? Remember? Something like that.
Yeah, so I think we would probably, if you don't mind, sir,
No,
just
it's fine.
helping
That's
with
what I'm asking.
with the setup, so that you can just open the session and then just make them moderators in the session, please.
No, that is fine. So like Wednesday night, I log in, I make them moderators, and from there they take
And
it.
then you log out. Yeah,
Richard,
that's the
sorry, you
easiest
want to say?
way.
No, that is fine. And basically, Jaleesa is our retention officer. So
Yes.
things like the attendance register and students at risk, that information we can always speak at a later stage after our April exam, or yeah, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, that is perfect. Mr. Smuts, any questions on your side?
Not at the moment. I think it's still coming up on the schedule, but what is the procedure when something is cancelled? Because
Okay,
on
that's the topic
Friday,
number 12.
I ended up having to apologize on behalf of everybody to 67 students. And I just was curious what happened there.
Oh, on Friday past.
Yeah.
Well, basically, I did make a note, like, for the students that on training still. In a way, it was my fault too, because I think we were jumping too soon. But I don't know, Mel, or if anybody, what happened on Friday past?
So Friday I set up this session. It's just that I wasn't in the session. I also had my own class that I needed to attend to. So I had a session with my class, Microsoft Word, but I honestly did not log into the session. I created the session, but I unfortunately did not log in as I was also busy with a class at that time. So my
Okay,
apologies for
okay, no,
that,
that
but
is fine. So as long as it's sorted out, I'm just scared, to say something on a group chat or an announcement, and then they hopes, if you know what I mean, and then it's cancelled. So yeah, the students,
yeah.
what I'm picking up, they're looking forward to tutorials. So you will have fun with him, and they're a nice bunch that I've picked up so far. But yeah, on Wednesday, just get our thingies in order so that I don't want to say something and then disappoint them again, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So, Eddie, that's why I would please ask that you, for the remainder of the term, just man the session, like make the tutors
Okay.
moderators and so forth, because I'm just sometimes scared I might be stuck in other meetings also or in another session, then
Okay.
I won't be able to do it. So I don't want that to repeat. So I'm please just asking that
Now it's fine.
you just
That
do
that
that.
brings me to my next. No, that is fine, Ms. Morris. That brings me to my next thing. What I wanted to do now, share my screen and go into Blackboard. That's what I want to do. Can you see my Blackboard here?
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
no? Okay. So anyway, this is the full-time Blackboard, full-time Blackboard BCA subject code. So if you scroll down on the left, don't worry, tutors, I'm going to give you my username and I'm going to give you my password on the group chat and keep it in a safe place and don't share it with anybody. And on my left-hand side over here, pardon, we have BCA1 tutorials. This I created for you guys. If I click on it and I click on 2022, inside here, I've already created the links. So basically on Wednesday, I just copy and paste this link over onto the group chat and I'll join in and just show that everybody is a participant, a moderator. I think moderator, as Miss Mona said, and then I can leave again, and same for Friday, and same for next week, Friday the 18th. I know that's the last day of the term, but I want you guys just to revise the class test with the students. If you scroll a little bit further down, there's a word tutorial prac, there's an email tutorial prac, and there's chapter 1 and chapter 1, 2, and 3, multiple choice, and some true and false questions for the students to work through. This information I did email to the tutors, I think last week. So it's not new. It's just I placed it in a separate link or tab called BCA1 tutorials for our tutors. So just remind me later, I need to give you my username. I wonder if I must type it here quickly. Let me go in here and username, my surname, and my password is, oh,
Eddie, can you use big font?
I'm gonna make it bigger now, sir.
Okay,
What's my
thanks.
password? Now I'm gonna do it now. Let me just cancel. And I'm gonna make the font bigger. Make it so 14.
Here we go.
So 16. Let me enter onto a new page. What is my password, Mr. Smuts? Okay. Here we go. So take a photo of the students. I will copy and paste it into the group chat later. But this is the Blackboard password and username that you log into. And you scroll down to the BCA1 tutorials, which I've shown you over here. And everything that's inside here, Ms. Morris, Mr. Smuts, I don't know, Freddie, and tutors, everything is inside here for term 1, semester 1, up to the 18th of March. So on Wednesday, I will give a nice welcome to the students and the tutors, and then I will slowly disappear, and then the tutors, it's your show. So basically, on my side, the meeting is done. Let me just show you my password and username again. Is there anything else that, can I just scroll up a bit on the agenda? Tutorial group chat, you guys can join. Ms. Morris, you must also, I'll add it to the group chat if you want me to. For the big tutors, you know, I mean, all the students, tutorial recordings. Okay, I will upload the recordings of all the sessions when it's done, And yeah, I think on my side, we practically covered everything. Roles, duties, student address. Okay. Yes, sir.
I know this is on behalf of the tutors, and I know that the students get hold of the tutors' details and they start to DM them like they DM us.
Oh,
it becomes too hectic. So what policy should we have on that? Should we work via email only, or maybe Mel, you've got some input on that? I don't want our tutors to get overloaded like they were last year with too many private messages and so on.
Sorry, sir, for
on the group. Sorry, Ms. Morris.
No, it's
so
I just wanted to ask quickly before continue. What I did, Mr. Smart, or let me just say what I did when I was tutoring first years. I normally set up a time slot when they can consult, and then after those times, I don't respond to messages, especially on WhatsApp. And then if you wanna talk to me after that time, it's either probably email me and I'll respond to it when I can. But on WhatsApp, I make sure if it's 8 and I stop taking texts at 8, I don't respond to texts after 8 unless it's an emergency.
Okay, I totally agree, and I think everybody should have that rule, and don't feel compelled to respond after hours.
Yeah, and they should actually make it clear. They should actually make it clear on the group chats that this is their working times from this time to this time. Yeah, so that everyone knows.
That's perfect. Now that's why I created the chat. So you need to lay down the rules. Tutors,
can I also be added onto one of the group chats?
Yes, I'm gonna add you, Ms. Morris. I forgot. Let me do that now.
It's Talisa.
In case I forget.
Eddie, it's Talisa, not Ms. Morris.
Oh, sorry, student.
It's okay.
I'm gonna add. Who else needs to be added onto the group? I'm just looking here, quickly add participant. And Mel, I'm just doing it right now. There we go. So students, tutors, I'm referring to the tutors now. Don't be shy to speak on the group chat. Hi, my name is blah, 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 blah. This is my times. If you want to DM me, I will not be available on so-and-so time and so-and-so time. If it's an emergency, send me an email. Full stop. Lay down the ground rules, tutors. Don't be shy.
There we go.
Anything else, guys? Don't forget to say, guys.
To say something.
Okay.
Hi. With regards to the group chat, sir.
Yes.
Oh, it's Grace. With regards to the group chat, can you create a general group for them where they can ask general things like there? When do we submit? What about the assignment? So that that group can be strictly for tutorials, because we sign in and then we find hundreds of messages. I think that's one of the reasons that caused the confusion last Friday, because there were so many messages to go through.
Okay, so what do you suggest, student?
Indeed, do we not already have a tutor group that the students have already joined?
Yes, there is a big group. I'm looking at it right now.
There
The
is a
question
tutorial group already.
what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to paste it on our tutors just for us. Then you guys can join it. Whoever's not on that group, because this group gets busy.
Yeah, the group.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
My issue is we find overwhelming messages that are not related to tutorials. So I was asking if you could create a general group for them where they can ask you those questions instead of asking everything in that group.
Do you mean like
Yes.
tutor announcements where you can say announce an assignment date and time and things like that?
The only thing what I can do, we have a big group, right?
Yes.
And I can make all the tutors on this big group admins, and only you guys do the talking there. Then the students, how can I say, they do not how can I say, fill this group chat up and make it too busy. So I can make you guys admins on this group, and only you guys do the talking. Davis, Richard, Grace, Tolly, you guys are already admin, so I can change the group settings just to admins. That will stop the students from asking unnecessary questions and things like that. I'm looking for Ms. Morris now, ME. Is that a better idea?
Sorry, Eddie, to interrupt. I just want some clarity quickly from Grace. Are you asking or suggesting that a separate group be created just for tutorials and or interaction between the students and the tutors?
Oh, that means we must remove ourselves.
No.
That
I want
can be done.
From, Eddie, I want to just get clarity from her. Grace? Or is there a separate group already created, Eddie?
There we go. Then I
No.
can remove myself.
Eddie, my
And
question
Mr. Smith.
is there already a separate group just for tutorials, not the
Yes,
tutors?
yes,
tutors
there is, Mel.
is okay.
Yes, there is
Thank
a
you,
group.
Richard.
I just added you to that group now, Ms. Morris.
Okay, then that's fine. So it's not one thing you can do, or you guys can do, since you guys are admin, or one of us as the lecturers can also do that, is make an announcement to say that if the, like a rule, house rules, to say that the only topic that may be discussed in the group is the topics regarding tutorial. And if you are found guilty of discussing any other topic outside of this, then you will be removed from the group. It's not me being nasty, but it is setting boundaries in place, because what I found out is that works once you let them know that if they do speak or bring up topics outside of the assigned function of the group, then you do remove them. And after one is removed, it stops.
The other
so that's
one
just
the front.
Experience. Yes, it's either that or, because now to do the settings that only the admin can send messages, it creates problems, because then the students can't ask the tutors any question. You understand? So it's either that. Yeah, it's just even in our classes that we just make it an announcement to the students to tell them, look, this is the tutorial groups, and you may only ask questions regarding tutorials, or ask tutors
and on between specific time.
Yes, you set the time, and then the group admins, even the tutors themselves can do the setting where the messages, let's say it's at 7 or something, maybe 1 week you can assign whichever tutor or permanently assign a tutor. Then every day, say at 5 o'clock, the group basically closes where only admins can send messages. Then the next morning you just open it again. So that's what I do, so that my groups don't send any more messages. Okay, thank you.
No, that's fine, but I'm writing it down. And stick to BCA.
We can't hear you, Eddie.
I'm writing it down. So I can create a little group chat rules and can paste it in the PDF, paste it onto the group chat. And the times, the opening and closing times. Say 9 o'clock till 4 o'clock, something like that. Opening and closing. I'm just writing it down. Group chat rules for BC, for tutor group, big group. That's perfect. Because then they start talking about other things, and then it becomes a conversation. And when you look at your messages, 100 or 234 messages, which has got absolutely nothing to do with BCA. I get you. I will do that. Okay. Still, everybody, are we practically done? Are we happy? Is that about it? Any other questions? I can stop sharing my screen and be back to normal. Is there anything else, guys? Right, I see you. I'm so sorry for coming late, blah, 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 blah. Will we need our MIS textbooks? Yes.
No, I don't think so.
Because I've got basically all the notes and everything. So, yeah. I think Zoe, you can go 4:15, drop your sister at maths classes. Grace is disconnected. Miss Morris, I'm happy. I will work on that rules. And I'll actually, I'm actually gonna lock that group, like, you know, and set everybody as admins in case I forget to open it. One of the tutors can open it in the morning at 9. And yeah, we need to get some ground rules. Okay, Mr. Smuts, anything from your side?
Nothing except thank you to Mel and thank you to the tutors for availing yourselves. We really appreciate it.
Appreciate it. We really do, guys. Thank you, Ms.
Thank
Morris.
you, Richard. Thank you, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, Richard. I'm tired. Thank you, Mr. Smith. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, team, and thank you also just be willing to put in the work.
We needed to have this so that we could clear everybody, you know, and we got a feel. So, guys, we can call it a day.
Thank you.
Yes, I think so.
Okay. All right, I'll stop recording.